I think that's the boss, born in the USA. Didn't he just say something stupid about immigrants the other day? That's the Democratic Party for you, ladies and gentlemen. The Democrats, as I have dubbed them. Hey, it's weekend wrap. Weekend wrap. It's going to be brief, but we're going to talk a couple things real quick. First, let me preview what's coming up on GMO Tuesday. Of course, the big news this week, tomorrow, the Monsanto trial starts. And this one here, the judges, I got a feeling, I got a feeling Monsanto is going to get dealt a big blow. And of course, with them merging with Bayer, there's double the money, double the fun, double the pleasure. Yeah, about that, huh? Let me, I want to just, I made a post this morning, and I want to read it to you real quick. It really is indicative of what's going on in the GMO thing, and then I'm going to touch on a couple other things. The Murkin group, of course. Here's what we have going on, folks. Here's what we have going on. You got the pro-GMO side of the argument, and they say, they all post up that the crops make it possible to grow more crops faster. Okay? Producing more food and feeding more people at a less expense. So far, that's proved to be kind of not really true, but not really false. Okay? So we'll give them that. The anti-GMO side of the argument claims that the effect of GMO products are on our health and the health of the ecosystem. It presents both negative knowns and many unknowns. Both those sides of the argument are correct. Okay? GMO corporations like Monsanto have used biological products with retrofitted DNA to endure poisons, grow faster, and produce other effects. But the results of many of these products have been the ruination of the crops of farmers who do not use them. In other words, what's going on is drifting into another area. Your neighbor, if you're doing the GMO stuff, if you're spraying with Enlist Duo, dicamba, glyphosate, whatever you might be spraying with, is drifting and it's affecting the neighbors, basically is what they're saying there. These type of problems are manufactured in a number of ways. Ways we do not have time to go into here, but that have caused the products to be forbidden in many advanced countries. I want you to think about that for a minute. These crops have been banned all around the world except here. Except here. And the people who are being purchased in the European Union. Whatever side of the GMO debate you fall on, one thing is clear. No one. I'm going to start that again. Blah, blah, blah. It's a little early. I haven't had all my coffee. Sorry, folks. Whatever side of the GMO debate you fall on, one thing is clear. No one should have to use them or eat them if they do not want to. We should have the choice to decide for ourselves whether or not we will take the risk of eating GMO products. Whom do your elected officials represent? We don't have a labeling bill. We don't know where the crap in our food is coming from. Thank you, Debbie. Let me stab my constituents in the back, stabbing them now. Farmers should be free from the destructive effects of the water runoff from the farms that use the GMO selective pesticides. I don't think anybody can argue, wow, there's a pretty girl there, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Biggest pastime there is for a fella, girl watching, and they're all over here. You know, I'm in the Midwest, folks. We have gotten more rain in the last 20 minutes than I saw in the last couple years where I came from. It is unbelievable the amount of rain here. And unless you're involved in this, you truly don't understand the runoff effect and how that works. But the amount of rain here is so intense that, and of course, let's say, I mean, we all know water takes the least resistant path, which is downhill most of the time. So when you get somebody spraying a poison 150 miles upstream, if you will, it drains down and it comes down to me. That is one of the problems. That's how we have the green zones, the dead zones in the Gulf of Mexico, because all the excess fertilizers and poisons, and then they swirl around in a current and you get this dead pocket in the Gulf of Mexico. That's what the big issue is. That's the biggest issue. It is very destructive to the ecology of our planet, and it's not a sustainable operation. You have to re-up it every year, and you have to get, when I say re-up, you're getting a stronger poison. Remember the argument on the GMO debate. We're going to use less of our number one selling product. Well, now they're starting to use less of the number one selling product because they had to come up with a stronger chemical to counteract the results of the last chemical. That's chemical corporations for you, and they're heavy duty in the propaganda game. A lot of questions. Let's move. Foreclosurepedia.org, foreclosurepedia.org, up to the minute fraud reporting. The guy got it going on over there, man. He got the fraudsters, the shysters, the scams and the shams. That's what he's got going on. Get over there, foreclosurepedia.org. He's got the stuff going on, and he will tell you. But we're going to talk about the health scams, and we're going to talk about on GMO Tuesday, folks. We will talk about what I just talked about and the health scam coming up. And Congress, and I'm going to say it again, Congress getting ready to try to mandate that the Organic Association allow the FDA in the door to say yay or nay on what they are saying. And I say no, and I also say, whom do your elected officials represent? Are they representing you? Or are they representing big corporations and the almighty dollar that's being stuffed in their pockets when no one's looking? We'll talk about that. But today, let's talk about, I'm going to pull something up here. Let's talk about the Murkin Group. The Murkin Group, do you need collections? A lot of questions have come in this week, ladies and gentlemen, on, they came in on, how do I collect? How do I get copies of this NFN you spoke about? Here's the deal. If you have, I'll put last week's comments on this thing, on Preservation Thursday. I will put those comments on this in the description here also. Remember, there's assets. They tried to do a Chapter 11 bankruptcy and were forced. The courts forced them because people came out and said, no, they have assets. They can't do this. They got to pay somebody. So there will be some money. They're going to have to liquidate their assets. And remember, Sherry Knott was forced to go into court and say, I actually don't own NFN. Jack Jaffa does. And guess what? I don't care what the LLC says, there are assets. They pushed this in, they did this on purpose, and my gut feeling is it's money laundering, and it's money laundering at a very high level. I've got some very entertaining people looking at my profiles, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be too far from the truth. I cannot be too far from the truth. I know I'm hitting home. Or I would not have the people looking at my profiles that are looking at my profiles. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Well, I got them from the Monsanto people. I got them from the Safeguard people. What's that tell you? They're not recruiting me. They just want to see who the bozo is talking smack. I'm going to keep talking because I know I'm right. And I know there is money laundering going on somewhere here. There are assets up the kazoo. $1 million home, boats, yachts, all kinds of stuff that, if you will, have been ill-gotten gains. That's what they call them, ill-gotten gains. And the government should be allowed to confiscate them. Why? Because no taxes are being paid on them. They're shuffling money around. And again, I'm going to tell you, file the 1099. If you are owed money by NFN, get a 1099 filed for the money you're owed. That's number one. Number two, contact the attorneys Let me pull that up here for you folks. Contact the attorneys that, what's his name? I think one of them is named Brian Baker. The other one is named Chad. Let's see here. I don't want history. I want, let me see here. One was Brian Baker. I'm pretty sure that was the name, but let's pull him up right here. Brian Baker and Chad Friedman. You can tell them I said hi. Tell them Aaron says hello. Aaron from Aladay Mobile Media says hi. How are you today? They'll fix you up, all right. They'll put you right in front of the line. Maybe not, but tell Chad and Brian I said hi. You can contact them at 973. Can you hear that rain? Unbelievable. Look, you can see it running down. It's awesome. I love it. I haven't had to water. Brian Baker, Chad Freeman, 973-226-1500, and tell them, hey, they owe me money. NFN owes me money. Can I please? And they have to give it to you by law. It's the law. They are required to provide you a copy of the debtors list on the bankruptcy. There's 160 some pages, I'm told, on this bankruptcy filing. So if you're not on the list, you challenge the bankruptcy in court is how you do it, and you get your name on that list. Easy peasy Japanese baby. That's the way it works, man. It's not a big deal. You need help? Let me know. I'll get you hooked up with the Murkin group. The Murkin group, of course, they are in 41 states, licensed, bonded in 41 states. I'm told by Curtis they're working diligently on getting the other 9 states on board with their organization. But they can help you with collections, and they're going to work for free. They're going to work for free. They're going to do the initial assessment on their dime. You can't beat that, folks. You can't. You show me one collector, one attorney, anybody in that line of work that will say, hey, look, I am so confident in my skills and in what I do. I'm going to do this for nothing. When we get your money, then you're going to pay me. But until we get your money, I'm working for you. Can't beat that with a stick. You can't beat it with a stick. Nobody does that. That's unheard of this day and age. In this gimme litigious society that we have, everybody wants everything up front. Not Curtis, not John. They're going to work for you. They're going to help you out. And if you need assistance from them, Curtis Fort, he's the president of the Murkin Group, C. Fort at Murkin Group. You can get a hold of him. They are in Palmetto, Florida, toll free, 866-447-7044. Get a hold of them. That is C. Fort at the Murkin Group. John Navarro, J. Navarro at the Murkin Group. They'll get a hold. Give them a call. Give them a call. John Navarro or Curtis Fort, they both will help you, and they'll let you know. They'll tell you, hey, look, let us check this out, and they're going to do a little assessment on your money and on everything that's going on, and they're going to tell you, hey, look, this is a road you need to go down. We can help you. We can't help you. They're straight shooters, and they'll tell you what time it is. Murkin Group. Get a hold of them down there if you have collection needs. Of course, Foreclosurepedia is coordinating on the IFAST recruitment stuff. So remember, if you're looking for a company, I mean, I see all these comments. I see all the comments in social media, ladies and gentlemen. So-and-so's messing me around. Are you working with them? We need to talk. That's unionizing. Dress the duck any way you want. That's unionizing. Whether you're paying dues to have somebody with their thumb on the scale for you is another matter. But is IFAST, is that a good fit for your company? IAFST.org. Go over, look at the website, review all the material. Maybe it's not a good fit for your company. Maybe it's a good fit for the company next door to you. You don't know until you go look. You don't know until you go look. Just like you don't know if you're listed on the list of debtors if you don't request it. One more time. Those attorneys, Brian Baker, Chad Freeman, and their number, 973-226-1500. They are the attorneys handling the bankruptcy for sharing not. It is a Chapter 11, so there will be some disbursements. Get in line before the money runs out. That's all I can say there, because you know it's going to. Get in line before that money runs out. It's real simple. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get out of here. Remember, Curtis Ford, John Navarro at the Murkin Group. They're going to work for free, and you can't beat that with a stick. I hope your weekend is going great. I'm going to go barbecue in the rain today. We're going to have a good time. I might have a little. If Onyx shows up, this little guy, he's a friend of mine's grandson out here. He said he was going to come help me barbecue today because he wants to get a cooking lesson. He wants to become a grill master so he could impress the girls. 6 years old. He already got it going on. Ain't that? Think about it, fellas, and the girls too. Everybody loves a grill master. Everybody loves a grill master, and he wants to become one. He wants to become a little barbecuing fool. If he shows up, we'll get a picture for you. He's a great kid. He's a good little kid, man. Anyways, it's time to get out of here today. Hope you're having a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I get to go play in the rain, and it's a blast. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. If you like what you hear, do the thumbs up. That's how it works, folks. Subscribe to the station. We pick up subscribers all the time. If you're looking for some advertising, hey, I work for food. Help keep the lights on, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the website. Donations on the website. And don't forget, coverage. I will be covering the Monsanto trial. We'll be pushing stuff out on the website. I will be getting feeds from the courtroom. I will have links. If you want a link to watch that live, get a hold of me. I'll email you the links. It's that simple. I'll see if I can get one in the thing. I am signed up with the law firm to get the feed, so I don't know if I could pass it on, but I'll send you the information if you want to sign up for the live feed from the Monsanto trial this week on the glyphosate issue. Did they lie? And I got to ask, I'm going to close with this. Whom do your elected officials represent? It's time to start asking that question, ladies and gentlemen. Whom do your elected officials represent? I will expound on that on GMO Tuesday and Preservation Thursday. You can bet by the time Thursday rolls around, we will have blockbuster episode. You can guarantee it. Let's have a great day. Let's all be safe out there.